All right. Hi, Juan. Thanks for taking the time of talking to us today.
Of course, my pleasure.
All right, let's get started. What are 3 things you would like to cross off your bucket list?
3 things. Well, I have many things I would like to cross off my bucket list someday. But among them, I think that the top 3 would be meeting the Spanish royal family. Skydiving has got to be one of them. And maybe even like swimming with sharks in one of those shark tanks or whatever they're called.
What do you love to do away from the barn?
I like to be very active, so I do multiple sports. I like to hang out with my friends, going to the movies, going to the beach, just overall having a good time.
What do you value most in life?
Loyalty. Loyalty. I think that's one of the many values that are essential to any friendship.
What is your favorite movement in the Grand Prix test?
Favorite moment? Well, I do enjoy the canter tour overall. I think it's very fun, but it's most likely the 110 piece.
What do you love most about Spain?
Its culture, our history, the people. My family, of course, is there, so that's one of the big bullet points. And of course, I have to mention the food. We have the best food of all the world.
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band? Oh man, that's a hard one. I like music a lot, so I mean, I like multiple bands, artists, so I wouldn't be able to choose a specific one.
If you could ride any horse in the world, who would it be?
Many, but if I had to name one, I think it would be Sonke Rottenberger's Cosmo. Cosmo.
Who was the last person you texted?
Last person I texted? Probably my father, telling him that I was going to be a little bit late today.
What is your favorite local Wellington place to hang out?
Probably my friend's house. I mean, we usually tend to have a lot of fun.
What has been your biggest disappointment?
I'm quite young and I don't think I've had the chance yet to have a big disappointment. For now, it's all good and positive experiences, and it's always a learning process, so no big disappointment.
What's your most embarrassing horse show moment?
Okay, of those I've got quite a few. But if I had to name one, it would be in the Spanish Masters for young horses a couple of years ago with one of my horses. It was actually in the 5-year-old test. And when I came into the halt and I had to do the rein back, it just didn't happen. I mean, I kept going like this, backwards, trying to, you know, with the half holds in my body, language to the horse, telling him, dude, we gotta go backwards a couple of steps at least. It just didn't happen, so I just had to move on.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Flying, for sure flying. Superman or something like that, yeah.
What are you afraid of?
Heights. I'm quite afraid of heights. Not that I don't like roller coasters, but when I, stand near an edge of like a cliff or on a top, what's it called? The different levels of stories of a building, and it's got like sometimes the nice view outside with the glass, whatever it's called, to lean on. I get quite scared, so yeah, heights has got to be it.
If your life were a song, what would the title be?
Most likely a combination of many songs.
Best compliment you've ever received?
Okay, that one's gotta be the compliment I received some time ago from the judge Christoph Hess. He mentioned that I was riding like young Rainer Klimke, so of course that was a big honor, and it was a very special feeling. I of course have a long way to go, but to receive a compliment like that from a judge like him, I was very impressed and very thankful. I'm very honored and proud.
What's your go-to plan to decompress?
Go-to plan? Hang out with friends, maybe go for a run, listen to some music, just have a good time.
What's the best surprise you've ever had?
My friends actually organized a party this year when I turned 19 in November. It was really special because they really did it really well. It was something I was not expecting at all. And they had this really cute and big party actually, where they gathered all of my friends and all the people that I care about. So it was quite neat.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, when I am nice and clean and with a fresh outfit and a dog comes running and just jumps on me and gets it dirty, that's a big deal.
What would you like to achieve that you haven't?
So far, I can't complain. I mean, we've been very successful. I work quite hard, and in the ring, like I said, we've been quite successful. So I guess just to maintain the level of success, that would be more than enough.
What is one talent you wish you had?
I like singing a lot, so if I could be a better singer, it would be just perfect.
What do you think is your biggest riding weakness you've worked hard to improve?
My perfectionism. I tend to be very, very perfectionist, and that can be sometimes one of my limits. It can be a strength in this discipline that we do, dressage, but it can be one of my weaknesses because I can be sometimes a little bit over demanding. Not only with the horses, but with myself. You know, I don't like to make personal mistakes, and that can be a big limitation, of course, in the future.
What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done in life?
I think that one is best if I keep it private.
What's your life motto?
Life motto? Well, YOLO, right? You only live once. And just do or do not. There is no try. That is a Yoda quote from Star Wars.
What is the most memorable riding lesson you've ever had?
Memorable riding lessons? Well, I train with my father, so it's always pretty much a memorable lesson. But I think that if I were to pick out a key sentence from one of my lessons, it would be ride and enjoy the moment. You know, don't get so technical. Just feel your horse and do what feels right, and just go with the flow.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Titanic.
Do you have any riding superstitions?
I don't think I'm a superstitious person, but I tend to put my right boot on first.
Okay, we have time for one last question.
Okay.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
Well, it would be from my father, of course. I get to spend a lot of time with him. I'm very fortunate for that, and I think it's got to be him reminding me that I have to stay passionate about what I do. At the end of the day, we're riding horses, and it's always, at least here in Wellington, Florida, it's sunny and it's beautiful, and we get to work with animals that are as special as a horse. So yeah, to be passionate about what you do.
Perfect. All right, I hope you have a good ride today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.